Yeah, I don't really. I'm too tired. I'm too tired. I have to sleep by midnight. I have to be asleep by midnight. Usually, I only get like 5 hours of sleep, but last night, I got like 7. It's pretty rad for me. It's pretty rad. Okay, so I did attend the Progressive Caucus call, and while they focused a lot of energy on the okay, here's the thing. So the Cal Cares thing, they did have like a phone banking effort, so that may have been super helpful. That might have been super helpful, but I'm fairly certain that the California Nurses Association probably did more, right? They probably organized more because they've got their entire union membership, and union organizing is beyond anything we can do. Um, but that's cool. I think it's great that progressives are helping out. I think it's great helping out. But when it comes to union organizing, that's you can't surpass that. The only way that that organizations, corporations, whatever surpass that is through money and mailers, right? Money pressure and mailers. But when it comes to union organizing, there's nothing better you can do for on the ground field operations. That's literally just how it goes. But of course, we want all hands on deck, right? So I'm glad that you guys did that. I'm very glad that you did that. But in the meantime, since this new board has been elected, they have spent more time fighting the Democratic Party than fighting for candidates. So the whole goal, okay, so in order to, they just sent out that email like just a few weeks ago, right? Not even maybe, about like convincing the delegates to pull the endorsements of the incumbents. That was just sent out a few weeks ago. That should have been sent out like a whole year ago. There should have been like a consistent organizing campaign against that for a whole year with alternate candidates to really mix it up, right? They spent all of their time on things that could not be accomplished when they could have been spending their time on something that could be accomplished, like pulling Nancy Pelosi's endorsement. They could have actually spent all of their time doing that, but instead you got people like Brandon Harami out there bashing the candidate who was running against. I'll be real, I had some criticisms for him as well, but my criticism of him was that he made a very vague statement about how he was being attacked by leaders in the LGBTQIA community. And it didn't occur to me until tonight that that was you, Brandon. Wow, dude. I mean, he was too vague. He was too vague in what he was saying. He should have been more specific, because when you generalize, it can come across as that you have some sort of feeling towards an entire group. When I think what really happened here is he was just concerned about actually naming names, right? That's probably what really happened here. He was concerned about naming names because Brandon Harami, not only is he on the board of the Progressive Caucus, but he's also a leader in our revolution at the California state level, right? Look, I have certain criticisms of Shahid, but had the people who are supposed to be in charge of the progressive movement in California spent time actually talking to him, coaching him, telling him what he could do with his campaign to be successful. But I'm getting the impression that you don't know the answers to this. Like, you don't know how to actually do it. You don't know how to advise him properly. So instead, you're like, that's not going to work out. That's not going to work out. So here we are. We're just a few weeks now, if that even, from the pre-endorsement conferences, and they did nothing to fucking organize around this the entire goddamn year. And when I dropped that in the chat, and I said something about it on there, are you guys going to pull this one too? You going to pull this one too? Because I'm like too tired right now to actually clip it. Maybe I will real quick. Kind of late. Maybe you're not going to see this yet. Maybe I will clip it. You had all that time to fucking organize around this, and you spent all of your time just doing some bullshit performative crap that was never going to be successful, and you could have spent your time doing this, and you would have gotten more people behind you too. Had you pulled Nancy Pelosi's endorsement like y'all did with Dianne Feinstein back in 2018, had you done that, that would have made national news. What a missed opportunity. And for what? For what? This is so ridiculous. But kudos to you on helping the nurses. Kudos to you. I mean, I have a feeling that the nurses themselves had more to do with passing that, like passing through the health committee. But y'all keep patting yourselves on the back, okay?